Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Parlay with us. Back for another episode. You got Stony Crook, Hustle Stacks, Sean Doe, Mr. Beans. Mr. Beans should be joining us shortly. You know, he's having a little technical difficulties. He's working on that right now. Sean Doe, he may join us a little later. But here we are, NFL Week 3. We got Thursday Night Football. We have the Patriots at the Jets. Key matchup, division rivals. Both teams are 1-1. Huge game tonight. Aaron Rodgers' first home game since he tore his Achilles last year. The Patriots, new coach, new system, new culture. You got two teams that just been going at it the last couple of years. We're going to dive into that game. We're also going to dive into other marquee matchups for week 3. What's going on, Stacks, man? How you feeling, man? NFL Week 3. What's going on with you, brother?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Excited to watch the Pats tonight. I think we're going to surprise some people. I think it's going to be a better game than what a lot of people think. But that's just where I'm at with that whole Patriots situation. I know it's a short week, and I know we lost the linebacker, the one kid that started for us at middle linebacker. But
yeah,
hopefully, hopefully Gerard got a plan up his sleeve.
Yeah, man, we hoping that one of them youngsters step up. You know, one of those draft picks. You know, like whatever guy is next in the depth chart. You know, hopefully he could fill in that void. This is when sometimes, times like this is when, superstars are born, man. You know, there's guys that are waiting, man, to get their turn.
Yeah.
So hopefully this guy that's gonna fill in for Bentley, hopefully he makes an impact tonight, because we're gonna need him, man. We're on the road. We're going against a Jets team that's feeling themselves off. They fresh off a win at Tennessee, which I feel like Tennessee they caught more than the Jets winning.
Tennessee gave up another game, Stoney, almost like same way.
Like the same way, man. Like
same way, dog. Like they should have won that game too.
Hell yeah, they should have won that game. And the same reason, same result. The quarterback play. You know, he made a costly turnover. I think he threw a interception in the red zone.
Yeah, he did.
But I know he was the reason why they lost last week. I know that, because they were there, but he because there was a had a highlight where coach was like, "What the fuck you doing?" There was a they caught the coach telling him as he was coming off the field.
Yeah, I seen that. He was screaming.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. They read his lips like, he was like, "Yo, what the fuck you doing?" So yeah, that quarterback.
Yo, and I had kind of not high hopes, but I thought that kid would be better than he was, man. I really did. Levis.
Yeah. He showed it last year, like towards the end. He showed that he was the next guy, that he was gonna take over Tannehill's reign.
Yeah, I thought that he would be better than what he was. I'm shocked about how he's struggling like that, man. I really am.
You're gonna have to clean it up. Yo, what's good, Mr.
Can y'all hear me now though?
Hell yeah, we can hear you now. What's good?
I don't know, man. It was my work building must be too much concrete or something, but that shit was just not working correctly.
Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through. But I'm break.
Now, I don't know
who dropped the intro.
I must have dropped it. I don't know who dropped it, but it got dropped.
I dropped it, man. Like,
you can't drop it.
I was looking for it.
You cut Beans all the way out right there.
I know, he put me right in the middle of my car. I thought it was me.
He did the same thing to Doe last week with the joint.
Yo, listen, man. We're off the script, man. You know, that's why we're unique, man. We do things differently, man. You know.
Oh, I know what you mean. It's hard when you're doing it from the V, man. I'm here in the V now. I usually be able to sit down in my office, but I'm in a different store right now, and it must be the reception in the building, man. I'm like getting no reception. But with that being said, man, I'm gonna give y'all the disclaimer. This is Parlay with us. You got me, Mr. Beans. You got Stony Cooks. You got Sean Doe. He's on location right now, and you got Hustle Stacks. We bringing it to you guys live tonight. Is Thursday Night Live. We bring it to you guys every Thursday night. We got NFL Week number 3 coming up on you guys. We got the Patriots Jets tonight. So we kicking that. We bringing y'all that shit. I know. Look at you guys. You guys are ready, suited up and ready to go. You got Stacks with the ill sweater on with the Patriots coaching sweater. You got Cooks with the ill, tailgating T-shirt and hat on. Y'all ready?
Stoney seen the hat, Beans. He called me today, said he had to go online and order. He nervous.
Yeah.
Yo, that hat, when you send that, I say, oh, this dude ain't playing no games.
This dude had me on the website and said, hunting.
Yo,
had me on the website.
Went on the web, yo, no bullshit. I went on the website like right after I seen that.
Yo, when we get off, I'm gonna send y'all the link to this dude. He makes custom hats. I start eBay. That's how I found him. So
get out of here.
Yeah, and he had some shit. I was like, yo, this dude, where the fuck he get this? I ain't never seen this hat. With the 75th anniversary joint, I'm like, this shit is wild. So I hit him and he sent it right away, yo. I'm gonna send y'all his little joint, though.
That's cool. That's cool. So yeah, man. With that being said, man, we got some games on the marquee matchup. We got some marquee matchup games that we're gonna all take our pick for this week number 3.
Yeah, I sent them to you too, man. I mean,
you sent them to me. I know what they are. We got the best bets going on. You got best bets.
Yeah.
Too bad we don't got Sean Doe right now. Yeah, we don't got Sean Doe right now. He's on location doing his thing, but I know he will chime in if he can. So with that being said, let's start down with the review of week 1. I know you guys already started. I was all choppied up. My system wasn't running good. So where you guys at with this week number 3 and the games on this week's slate? How y'all feel about the games on this week's slate besides the marquee matchup games?
Yeah,
I know y'all was talking about Tennessee, and I kind of jumped in on that one.
Yeah, we talked about how they gave up the game the same identical way. That shit was wild to me.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. He's right, man. The same way, man. At the end, quarterback turnovers, quarterback play was horrible. And, man, Tennessee, they playing hard, man. They playing super hard, man. And as much shit as I was talking about those guys, how I'm not going to fuck with them and all that shit, guess what I'm going to do this week? I'm gonna pick them again because I just don't learn my lesson, man. But come on, man, these guys gotta come through, man. It's just no way that these guys are gonna lose to a Green Bay team. They're not gonna get love. Love practice, not to get too far into it, but Love he practiced, but he's not gonna play, man. And they gotta beat Green Bay. They gotta come through to this week.
Man, I like Green Bay in that one, Stoney. I like Green Bay. I'll be rooting for that kid Malik Willis, man. I think that kid could be a good quarterback in the right system, but Green Bay running the hell out that ball right now, and
they are.
Yeah, and defense. Shout out to Josh Jacobs. I got him on my fantasy. Everybody laughed at me when I picked him, and now they calling me trying to trade for him. Ain't that something? Yeah.
That was a great pick, man, because he's balling.
Yeah, man. But where's the game at, Stoney?
At Tennessee.
Bro.
Stoney, it's hard for me to pick anything with that quarterback the way he looked these 2 games.
Yo, I know, man. Like, man, let me tell you, I'm looking at it right now. Like, man, I feel the same way, but it's like Green Bay. It's only so much that they expecting with Malik Willis. They was hoping that they won at least a game with him because they expecting Love to come back. Love should be coming back next week. He won't come back this week. He's practicing. He should come back next week. They lucked out winning the last game, but I think that Tennessee is gonna pull through this week. I mean, they just have to. There's no way.
Listen, I haven't watched any Tennessee games to know what Tennessee's up to or what they're about. But I'm gonna say this: maybe Tennessee is having the young boy in his second year of really holding the reins on the team. I don't know if the kid's a third-year player, second-year player or not.
Second year.
Second year. So maybe Stacks. Maybe they're making the kid do too much in these compromising situations where the game's kind of on the line in the fourth quarter.
Beans, he just make, know what he doing? He doing Mac Jones type shit. That's what he's doing. Exactly what he, am I right, Stone? He's doing the same shit. The same identical shit Mac Jones used to do, man. Just dumb passes at the wrong time, man.
The wrong time. I'm talking about in the fucking red zone. Like, oh look, all his crucial turnovers were in the red zone. It's one thing if he makes a turnover midfield in the 40-yard line, even though it'll be bad, but I get it, I understand. But when you're at the goal line, about to punch it in to take the lead or tie the game or to win the game, and then you turn it over, there's a problem there. There's a problem there. So what
he's probably forcing it.
Right. So how he's doing well all the way up until the red zone and just make a critical turnover. So that's been the problem with him, man. He's been making critical turnovers, and that's what. Think about it. It was up 17-0. Yo, Chicago couldn't do nothing. Not to go back on that game, but Chicago couldn't do shit on offense. 17-0. They couldn't do shit. But guess what? The Chicago defense scored a bulk of those points that Chicago scored that game. A bulk. I think 17 out of the 21 points Chicago scored was on defense. Defensive turnovers.
Stacks, you might want to put your light on, bro. Like, you look like the dark man right now.
Yeah, man, my shit. I was talking about that shit with Stoney. My shit got a short in it.
Oh shit! Yeah, you got to buy. You have to buy a new what you call it, light.
I do got.
Yo, it's all good, man.
It's all good. It's all good. You made it. You made it. You see me? I had to turn the car light on and shit. It's getting dark outside out here already.
Let me see if I can turn.
That Patriots logo is shining, so that you know you good.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. That Patriots is coming through. No, so let's move on from the Tennessee. Let's move on from Tennessee and their woes. What other games is coming down this week that looks like it's going to be important games? I don't got the slate up though.
Yeah, I got the slate up right now.
Good.
I could throw one at you now. Let me tell you. That Baltimore at Dallas, that's just gonna be serious.
And that's one of our marquee matchups. Yep.
Look, a little tidbit. Baltimore is not going down 0-3. They're not gonna be 0-3. There's no way that Baltimore Harbaugh are gonna be 0-3. So you take that with what is
take this though. Not to cut you, I know not to cut your comment. What about Dallas going 1-2 though?
Yeah, I can
That's
see
big
that.
for Dallas too. They just gave Dak the bread. They just gave Dak the bread. CD Lamb, all these motherfuckers.
Yo, Dallas got problems. And one thing I don't understand why they didn't address it. How the fuck they didn't address their running back situation? They got some.
They must have felt that Zeke would. They must have felt that Zeke can still do something.
Hey, you look at it two ways though. Is Dallas got problems or this New Orleans that good? Like you look at it both ways.
A lot of people been saying that over this weekend on some of these sports. On some of these sports things, a lot of guys been saying same thing that Stocks has said. Is it Dallas who's looking like shit, or is it New Orleans who's that good right now?
I think New Orleans is that good, but I think Dallas got problems, man. Their defense is suspect.
How could that be though?
Look at all those points.
They got Michael Parsons and shit like that. Like
they didn't have shit for New Orleans, and New Orleans put up like 40 plus on them dudes, easy.
Yeah, them dudes. I think New Orleans just
they have 40. They have 40 in the third quarter and shit. Like
I think Dallas just caught them at the wrong time. Like I don't think nobody want to see New Orleans very hot right now. They burning up.
That's what I'm
saying.
And
what is that? It's facts. Is that quarterback play, or is it just the team is healthy this time around?
Yeah, it could be. It could be a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both.
Yeah, New Orleans.
They got it clicking, man. Yo, look, Derek Carr, new situation, new coach, yo. It be like that sometime, and they got something good going on. They running the ball really good, man. That's the biggest thing. They running the ball really good, and that guy, man, the what was projected to be the wide receiver 2, WR2, he's playing like a WR1. The dude done shot.
Yeah,
He's
shout out to
balling.
What's his
I might be
name?
saying it wrong, but it's
Shaheed. Shout out to Shaheed.
Shaheed.
I got
around. He's doing his
hey,
thing.
Stacks got him on one of his fantasy.
Hey, Stoney, I tell you what, he will be starting this week. I tell you that right now.
Hell yeah, yo, he's gonna be that guy, man. He's gonna be that guy. I'm telling you, they found something with him, man. He's big. He could run those routes. He's physical, man. Like he's doing his thing, man. And you know,
consistent. Yeah,
doing his thing. I didn't see it coming because I would have think about it. I had an opportunity to grab him, but you know, I didn't do my homework on that guy, man. He's doing his thing.
I studied him a little bit. He probably would have went undrafted. He probably went undrafted in a lot of leagues, to be honest with you.
Oh hell yeah!
Right.
Hell yeah!
So I was just checking. Doe just sent in his what you call it real quick. Sorry about that. I just checked those. Doe just sent in a text. He said he's staying based on the marquee matchups. When we get into that, I'll talk about that. But yeah, man, the Saints is surprising. I'm not surprised at Dallas because I'm not a Dallas fan. 2 years ago, me and Stoney put money on the Dallas and got and not embarrassed, but got our feelings hurt out in Vegas, and I'll never do that again. So ever since then, you would never hear me put anything on Dallas. Dallas is a disappointment. I don't know what that's about. What other games, man, we got on this week's slate that seems very interesting besides our marquee matchup games that we have going down?
I like, speaking of the Saints, I like Eagles and Saints. I like that matchup right there.
Got that.
That's one of our marquee matchup games. That's one of our marquee matchup games that we're gonna place
Eagles
our
home.
Another one I got is Detroit at Arizona. I'm gonna see if Arizona is a fool's gold.
That's a nice one. That's a nice one, Stacks. That's a nice one. I would say Detroit, but Arizona's balling right now too, though. I would say Detroit. Oh yeah, we got you.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah. I'm taking Arizona, man. I'm taking them boys, man. They found something over there.
Oh yeah, I don't know, man. Long as the dudes stay healthy, long as the Kyler Murray dudes stay healthy, I still want to, I still want to pick Detroit because I'm a Detroit. I think Detroit is like that NFC team that, to me, should be on that major rise. So I still got Detroit out there, but man, that's going to be a good game.
No, I like that. But they got Detroit. They got Detroit right now.
Go ahead.
Detroit -3. Stone, you taking that?
I like the 3.5 better.
Yeah.
So I might have to buy. I mean, it's fine. I'm taking Arizona. I like Arizona plus 3.5. So I might have to buy that 0.5 point. But I love Arizona. I think Detroit. I don't know, man. They got some issues on defense. And they struggle with scrambling quarterbacks. They did a stat on that. They struggle with scrambling quarterbacks. So I'm on Arizona this week, but I need the 3.5. I need that 3.5.
Okay. I would take Detroit -3.5, but they're going to Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Arizona.
Yeah. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good game, really. But I still want to say I would take Detroit.
Yeah.
I just see Detroit one of them NFC teams.
That's gonna be a close game. I think it'll be a close game.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight, man. This year, it's gonna be so even this year. The even playing field, like it's it's like any other. It's gonna be unlike any other year in the NFL, man. It's like I feel it. It's gonna be so even.
Yeah, you're right. Now
Everybody,
unpredictable,
there's not gonna be a clear cut dominant team this year. There's
dominant
not.
team. That's true. And
There's
even
not.
KC might fiddle a little bit. They might
They
have a
lost
little bit of
Pacheco for
fizzling going
the year.
on. Yeah.
They lost Pacheco for the year, man.
Yeah, Pacheco's
Yeah,
gone for the year.
run Kareem Hunt back, and
Yo, that's
long as they don't use Magic Pat, they all right. They all right.
they're gonna
Yeah,
be
they
all
all
right.
right.
But
They
Stacks,
got P Line. They
gets
they
tight in
brought
the
back Kareem
playoffs.
Hunt.
It
They
gets
gonna be
tight
all
in
right.
the playoffs, man. I'm telling you, man.
Hey,
Pacheco was huge, man.
you say what you want, but I am not betting against that. I ain't betting against 15. I ain't fucking around. I don't care how tight it get. That dude right there, dog. I'm just saying, Stoney. I ain't fucking with him. I don't care. As long as they got him, they Gucci. I'm
They
just telling
Gucci.
you.
They
I'm
Gucci.
telling you.
Let
True,
me tell you something.
true.
I'm gonna tread that water lightly myself. Don't get me wrong. In the playoffs and all that, I'm not gonna be fucking with Magic Pack like that. But I'm going against them this week, though. Like that. I'm taking Atlanta.
You gonna have to beat that dude in some kind of way. You can't let him have the ball last. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but you cannot let him have it.
Real quick, I only think the only thing that I think that teams can put a little bit of advantage on Pat is when they beat him up.
Yeah.
If you can't beat up Pat, if you can't get to Pat, that defensive line can't disrupt him, chase him off them fucking those off those spots that he like to be in to throw the ball. Yeah, it's hard saying chase him because if he comes out that fucking box and something go down weird, he's leaving you. And he don't even look like a runner, but he will leave your ass for fucking 20 yards real quick.
Yeah.
So
I think
so
the X factor is gonna be Worthy. Worthy, they put a lot of packages. They're gonna put him in a lot of runs.
Yeah,
he's the new guy. Worthy's they new guy. That's they new dude. Worthy's the new Tyreek Hill, the new, trust me, because y'all mentioned it last week. Y'all said that homeboy Kelsey's looking like he's already 60, like he's already retired. Right? So he's slowing up. You know what I mean? You never know. They might do a pitch count on Kelsey to save him for the playoffs.
They might have to, but I tell you the thing, I'm taking under in everything he does this week. Under in receptions and yards. He hasn't been doing nothing, man. He's definitely off to a slow start. I don't know if his age is coming up with him,
Age, bro.
With him, or Taylor Swift.
Yo, look what happened to Gronk. Look what happened to Gronk. Why wouldn't it happen to him?
But Gronk was injuries.
Gronk was getting abused, man.
He was getting beat up. Gronk was getting beat up. Gronk's a big ass dude. So
yo, they was trying to kill Gronk, man. Let me tell you, I give him mad props, man. I mean, the injuries he went through, for him to play as long as he did, man. Yo, much props, man. Much props, man. That guy was getting abused,
man. People keep talking about the elephant in the room. We haven't replaced Hernandez or Gronk. Neither one of them have never been.
Nope.
People keep talking about Tom. Yeah, Tom. I mean, we expected when Tom retired, we was gonna have a downslide. But the other elephant in the room, we haven't replaced Gronk or Hernandez. Like that was the man. If that motherfucker didn't want to be a serial killer, I would have liked to see where he would have went, man.
Yo, facts. Yo, straight facts on stacks. Yo, if Chico Hernandez didn't go serial killer on us, he would have probably been no bullshit. And anybody who wants to fucking argue me down on this or wants to say anything, he probably would have been the best tight end of all times.
Yeah, that's a great argument. It's a great argument.
That's straight facts. Aaron Hernandez, if he didn't go psycho serial killer, he would have been the best tight end in the NFL of all times, and he would have still been fresh today.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Shout out
he still would have been because he was younger than Gronk.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Not that much, but he was younger than Gronk. I think he would have still been playing.
Was he? Yeah, probably. Barring any injuries, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no
Barring
doubt.
injuries, right.
Yo, shout, that's a good little documentary they got on him too on FX. Y'all gotta peep that joint. It's
I
good.
gotta peep that. The only thing, the reason I kind of had, maybe I'm wrong because I always try to give, and maybe that's just my you know, my outlook on like being a little naive. Real men play football and shit like that. So when they went to the homo thing, I was like,
Hey,
I
yo,
don't know.
no.
I don't know if they were stretching or if
Yeah,
the shit was facts.
yo, let me tell you, Beans. I'm Beans. I'm a co-sign what you saying. I don't like that stigma they putting on him. I
They
mean,
tear
I
that's
know
to
he
like tear him down. One thing
yeah,
he's a
I
mass
feel what
murderer, but to tear his sexuality down, that was a tear down.
yeah, that's a smear campaign. That's a smear campaign on that dude. We know what he did. It ain't right what he did, but to do that to him, and this man got a daughter out here.
There
You know
you
what I'm saying?
go.
She
There you
already
go.
going through enough.
There
But
you go.
to
Like,
put that,
you know what? Let somebody come out. Let one of these motherfuckers come out and throw some receipts and facts about that shit, and then I can
ain't
say,
nobody came out like you said.
then
Ain't
I can
nobody.
say, okay, all right, maybe the shit's true. But ain't no. This is on hearsay, on hearsay, and on haters that said, oh, boom, boom, boom. I'm not riding for no. I don't want people who's watching this to think, oh, he riding for a mass murder, for a fucking serial killer.
Yeah,
Aaron,
don't get that twisted. We ain't riding
don't
with
get
that.
that twisted. I'm talking about athlete. As an athlete, the dude was boss. And two, we know how this media do things to people. Yes, he already fucked up. Yes, he's a serial, not a mass murder, but a serial killer. Y'all want to label him that. But then to really throw the knife in the back after the man was dead, you're gonna call him gay. Nothing's wrong with people being gay. You want to be gay, you gay, whatever. But the man's gone and no way to defend. They didn't say that when he was locked. When he
Yeah,
went through the trial, you know
yeah,
what I mean? When he went through the trial and he was locked, nobody came out and be like, yo, Aaron's gay. That didn't come out. But as soon as he died, or supposedly died, all of a sudden, that's out there. Yo, that's probably one of the reasons why I didn't care to watch the FX series, because I know they was gonna go whole full-fledged with this homosexuality
yeah.
thing.
I'm with you, Beans. I'm with you. I don't like the way they
I'm
put.
still gonna watch it, but that kind of was like, yo, I know they're gonna do that. I know they're
It's
gonna do
just
it.
sad, man. Sad. That's why I haven't watched it because I already know the story. So it's like
Exactly.
turns it
Exactly.
off, man. The fact that he had what disturbs me and what really rubs me the wrong way is how young he was, how gifted he was, and how good he had it, right? And he was
Mm-hmm.
one of the few players that the Patriots trusted in giving them the money right away.
Mm-hmm. By the
He
way.
had he was set up. Yo, Robert Kraft had a lot of love for him, man. I mean, that was known. Robert Kraft had a lot of love for him, man. But man, when I watched the Patriots dynasty and the part where his teammates, I think it was Wes Welker, one of the teammates was sharing lockers with him, and they tell him he was talking about how different the dude was. That's what I was like, whoa, there was issues there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he had the right surroundings. I don't think he had the right people around him. But it's just such a sad story to watch and witness, knowing how great he had it, because it was such a rare situation for him, especially on the Patriots. He was young. He was
Mm-hmm.
playing. He was a great player. He was set up so perfect, so perfect, and way stigma around him. Like you thought that was the whole thing. Him coming out of college, because there was red flags with him coming out of college. There was a lot of red
Of
flags,
course. Right,
but
Yeah,
right,
they
right,
felt
right.
like coming to an environment like the Patriots, they felt like that was gonna fix him and I was gonna like straighten him out a little bit, but it didn't. And it was just sad, man. It was just sad because it was so much potential with that guy. So much potential, man.
Talent. Oh yeah, talent,
It went,
potential.
He had
went
it all.
He had it all.
And it was
You
rare the
know,
way he.
but
I remember the Patriots. They didn't like committing to players like that and that early. That was rare. They committed to him real early.
Yeah, they did.
You see
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
they seen that time. Yo, we gotta lock him up.
Yo, they locked him up early. Set up so perfect.
That's
man.
true.
Perfect.
Yo, he got.
But with that being said, we all should go ahead, Stacks.
He got his paper before Gronk did. Think about that.
Yeah,
He showed up did. He showed up did. That's what I'm saying. They saw the talent in Hernandez before they saw it. Put it that way. The dude was a hybrid tight end. That's all you got. The dude could catch, wide receiver, line up outside. They put him in the backfield, handle the rock out of the backfield, tight end position, block. He had it all. The dude, he had the skills. Put it that way. He was probably he could have been one of the greatest tight ends of all time. Trust me.
Yeah, I agree.
But let's move on though. Let's move on. What else we got on before we go into our best bets and our marquee matchups? We got about another 10 minutes or so on this show. So another good game. Call another good game that's coming out that's not part of a marquee matchup this week on our marquee schedule.
Houston
what's
at Minnesota.
Another good game out there? Who?
Houston at Minnesota. Houston at Minnesota. You got 2-2-0 teams. Houston at Minnesota. The Texans traveling to Minnesota against a team that found something, and they playing extremely good football right now. The defense is playing well. They running the ball. Sam Darnold's not turning the ball over. That's, to me, the biggest thing that's going on with Minnesota. Sam Darnold, he's taking care of the ball, making right decisions. And after this week, one of those teams is going to be, 2-1? So you got battle of the undefeated. Whenever you got two teams that are going against each other that's undefeated, it's always a good matchup in its own right. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's another marquee matchup that we need to look out for this week.
Mm-hmm.
I
like that Atlanta and Kansas City too, Stone. I like that one.
Oh yeah, that's another good one, man.
A good one. You're right.
Who else is playing this week that's not on our marquee list? That's a good game this week.
The Chargers. The Chargers at the Steelers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you put that as a marquee matchup. I'm trying to go off, a little bit.
No.
We're gonna go.
Oh, like we're gonna
off the marquee matchup. Off the marquee matchup. Another good game this weekend. That's off the marquee matchup. I know we got two games on Monday night.
Well, what, Chicago at Indianapolis? I mean, that should be a good game.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that Jacksonville Buffalo Beans. I want to see. I like that Jacksonville Buffalo.
I like that Jacksonville Buffalo. Jacksonville Buffalo.
Yeah, your man Trevor Lawrence, man. I don't know, Beans. You know I like Trevor Lawrence coming out of college. I thought Trev was the next man up. I really did.
I thought I thought Trev, no bullshit, was the next golden boy.
I thought Trev would have been like CJ Stroud is now. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought.
Something ain't clicking, man. And can we it might be that coach, bro. I hate to say it. Maybe it's just
they keep saying that.
He's on the
could be the coach, man. I hate to say, because then people are gonna say, well, that's his second coach. He should be able to, because Urban Meyer didn't do no good for that kid.
Yeah,
good.
Urban was wilding.
Urban was wilding, right? And now they bring in Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson couldn't even let it. He couldn't even survive in Philly. Like, I don't know what happened with him in Philly. But then you give him the keys to a good team. regardless, Jacksonville was building something good
They was.
defensively, and
Yes.
then they threw the offense in there by drafting the kid, and then all those players that they had around them, good running backs and shit.
That was the year they played us in the AFC Championship game. Remember, I thought that was the year they was on their way up. I was like, yo, Jacksonville is dangerous. That D was
Mhm.
Yeah.
That
Good
D.
defense.
some say the fix was in for that game. Don't say that. Y'all live in Florida, so I know a lot of cats that root for Jacksonville. That D was, yo, Tom had to pull some funny business out for that game. Like, that D was legit, dog. It was.
That D was legit.
Remember, Stoney,
Yeah,
that was Jalen Ramsey at his prime. Like, Jalen
Mhm.
wasn't going on Jalen's side.
Nope.
Oh yeah,
Nope.
Jalen was wild. And he was
He was
prime.
wild.
I mean, that team was
They-
good. That was a
They
good
had a
team that
front. They had a front four that was bringing pressure.
Yep,
You know what I mean?
linebackers
What
was
was that
ill.
linebacker T? That line Byron?
Yeah, Miles Jack.
Miles Jack.
Miles Jack.
What a stud, man. He was a stud that year, man.
Yeah, man, they had a front, like Bean said, they had a front four that can get you. Like, they was that.
Yo, they
all
front four.
of a sudden, they just went away.
Brady was scrambling off that front
He
four.
was.
Trust me. I'm not even lying. I remember that.
I remember that game. Like, I was like, yo, these cats gonna beat us, yo.
They
Yeah,
had Brady tiptoeing in that motherfucker. I remember that game. So for them to take such a dive in 2 years, you know what I mean? 2-3 years, it's just like, you know, okay, maybe they lost a little bit on defense because it's 2-3 years, right? So maybe they lost some good key players on defense. But once again, you're building a franchise that wants to compete in the AFC. You should have made sure you held serve at your defense. And then you was building I don't know what happened to Jacksonville as we're talking about them. You were building a solid offensive team too. 2 good running backs. Yeah, the receivers, you know, a couple of long in the tooth. Who they had that was long in the tooth? Robinson? Somebody. They had a couple dudes that was kind of like, okay, we could take it or leave it with them. But then they still had some serviceable receivers. So I think Jacksonville really is taking a step back.
Your man was toting that thing too. That running back. What's my man? Leonard Fournette. Fournette was toting that thing that year.
Fournette was toting that thing.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
Fournette was toting that thing. And then they had who was the number 2? Was it ETN? No, it wasn't ETN. Was it?
No, he wasn't there. Yeah, that roster was loaded.
Who?
That roster was loaded. They had some players.
That roster was loaded. They had another running back on it that was gashing. I forget his name, man. Damn. That was 2 years ago. If y'all look that up, y'all can see who that is.
It was longer than that. It was longer than that.
It was longer than that. It was about 3-4 years. It was 3-4 years ago. Yeah, but because Trevor's in his 4th year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in his 4th year. So with that's a good one to think. That's a good game. Bills, guys, everybody watching, and thanks for whoever's in this live. You know we're doing it wild style right now. I'm in my V. Stoney's in his V. Stacks is at home and Doe's on location, but we're trying to bring you guys that content regardless. We on here, we bringing y'all that content. But I get with Stacks. I like that Buffalo Jacksonville game this weekend because you know why? That boy Lawrence got something. He got to do something. And the coach. Because if he don't win a game, he's looking to get fired mid-season.
No, they won't find.
I'm just saying they should. The same way I was asking, the same way I was talking about Bill needed to go last year when we was just falling apart, Doug Peterson gonna need to go. They falling apart, bro. They falling apart.
That's why it's a big game for them this week, man. But
it is a big game. You know, the Bills is cruising. They can afford to probably lose the game, you know, because they are top of the AFC East right now. So, but Jacksonville got to win that game. They got to do their thing. Let's move on to our marquee matchups of the week, and then we're going to do our best bets.
Yes.
So, we got 4 teams on the marquee matchup, people, and I think one of the games is on the marquee matchup is tonight's game. The
Yes.
Patriots is playing the Jets. Aaron Rodgers. I know Aaron Rodgers would like to stick it to the Patriots by winning the game, even though there's no Tom Brady, there's no Bill Belichick. He would love to do it just to say he got one out of us because I don't think he really got one from us. So I'm being 100. Like I don't think every time Tom fucked his whole shit up.
He did.
So
He did.
Tom fucked his whole shit up. So I think if he could get that one out of us, he'll feel good, especially in the AFC East. He'll feel good about himself. The Patriots need this game so they could feel good about themselves. To tell you the truth, they need this game to kind of to hold fort in the AFC East, basically. You know, if they can win this game, you know. So the game is important for them. They've been talking all week. I've been listening to the pundits on the TV and the radio and shit. They've been talking about opening up the playbook for the offense somehow. I don't know how that's gonna happen. They talking about getting Pop Douglas out there, getting him some balls out there, getting him out in the open space somehow. I don't know how they're gonna do that. So I would like to see the Patriots do their thing. So that's one of the marquee matchup. Patriots Jets tonight. Then Stoney, who else do you have as far as our marquee matchup games of the week?
I'm gonna give you all of them right now because I know we couldn't.
Go ahead.
So we got New England at the Jets. We got Philly at New Orleans. Baltimore at Dallas. And Houston at Minnesota.
Houston at Minnesota. So right now I'll take the Patriots. I'll take you said Baltimore where?
At Dallas.
I'm taking Baltimore. I can't stand Dallas. You said Baltimore. You said
Houston at Minnesota.
Houston at Minnesota. I'm sticking with Houston. CJ Stroud. I'm sticking with Houston. So I got Houston, Baltimore, Patriots, and there's one more marquee game. You just mentioned it. Who?
Philly at New Orleans. Eagles at the
Philly at New
Saints.
Orleans. I'm taking New Orleans. So those are my games right there. You guys could go down who y'all got. I know we got a little bit time left. Stacks, who you got on these 4 marquee matchup games?
I'm gonna go with. Let me pull it up. Pull the joint up real quick. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go. This is what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go Pats. I'm gonna go Pats. I'm not just saying that because that's home. That's how I feel. I feel we should have won the game last weekend. That's my opinion. I'm gonna take the Eagles. This Saints show got to stop at some point. I don't know when. I think Stoney. With that being said, I think they're gonna put up points though. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. Man, Chargers that Steelers. I think it's gonna be a close one, Stoney. That's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh though. I just think Pittsburgh. Justin Fields is doing just enough. Ravens at Cowboys. I'm gonna make it interesting and go with. I'm with Beans. I don't like the Cowboys, but I'm gonna pick them. Just because the Ravens just don't look right. They just don't look right, Stoney. I just don't like this particular Ravens team. I just don't like it. And then I'm gonna go. Of course, I'm gonna go with CJ Stroud. I'm gonna go with CJ Stroud and the Texans.
What you got going on, Crook?
Well, I'm gonna start with one of my favorite games this week, and that's the Baltimore at Dallas. And I'm gonna keep it real simple. I don't think Jim Harbaugh team is gonna go down 0-3. And to me, that's like my biggest reason why I'm taking Baltimore. It's just simple as that. Take away the stats, take away they playing good, whatever, Lamar, this and that. I refuse to believe that a Jim Harbaugh team is going to go down 0-3. They can't go 0-3, and they won't go 0-3. So I'm taking Baltimore to beat Dallas. I'm riding that New Orleans train. I think Philly's gonna have a little bit of issues out the gate. I'm taking New Orleans to beat
Okay.
Philly. I'm taking Minnesota to beat Houston. I like what Minnesota's doing there. I believe in it at home. They're gonna keep that train going, and I think Stroud is gonna find out with that road, one of those road tough games about. And hey, I'm with Stacks too. I think New England. I think they're gonna pull it out tonight. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm with.
I don't.
I just yeah.
I think they're gonna slow the game down. They're gonna run the ball. They're gonna play some good defense. I think Brissett's gonna clean up the mess he made, and he's gonna clean up those turnovers, those bad decisions. I think New England's gonna pull it off. It's gonna be a tight game. It's gonna be low scoring, but I like New England tonight.
Yeah, that's why I'm riding with. I'm riding with New England tonight. I just don't like this particular Baltimore team, Stoney. I just don't like.
It don't seem right. Yeah,
it don't seem right, right? Beans, it don't seem right. There's something with that team, dog. I just don't like them. I just don't.
It don't seem right.
It don't look like no Baltimore. They got Derrick Henry. They ain't giving them no toes. Like this Lamar, that offensive line look horrible, and Parsons. They got the beast number 11 Parsons coming this week. I just don't like this particular Baltimore team, and I like Harbaugh. Like Stoney said, I'm a fan of what he does with his guys, but this team just don't look right. Something ain't right.
Something ain't right with this team. That's why I can't. I'm picking them to beat the Cowboys because I'm not going to pick the Cowboys. I'm just picking them because I'm not going to pick the Cowboys. But something about Baltimore is just. Something's not clicking with that team. They don't look like a revenge team. You know what I mean? You got your ass handed to you last year when everybody thought you was going to go to the chip. So you don't look like that revenge team that's just coming out the gate busting people's ass. That's what Tom and them used to do when we used to lose in the fucking playoffs. Come back and bust your ass.
Yep.
I don't see that in them. You see what I'm saying? So no, I really can't rock with that this game. As far as like I can rock with the game. It's not one of my marquee games of the week. I would say it is a marquee matchup of the week we have, but I could take it or leave it to tell you the truth because I don't know what Baltimore is going to do, but I am going to pick them hopefully to win. All the other games that's going out there, like you said, Stoney, this is a funny year, bro. Like, there's no one dominant looking team except for KC, probably. They don't look dominant. They don't look dominant, but you got to account for.
And they lost a key player. That's the thing. People got to look at that, man, for what it's worth. They lost Pacheco, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they hurt.
Yeah. But Andy Reid's going to plug somebody in, man. Plug and play. Plug and play.
We'll see.
We'll see. Hey,
as long as they got 15. As long as they got 15.
Long as they got 15.
I'm telling you, that's this.
Kareem Hunt might got something left in the legs. You see what I'm saying? To give them a good, we'll see, man. But so before we move on, I know. Sean said he wasn't messing with the Patriots game. Yeah, Sean said he wasn't messing with the Patriots game, but I think he picked real quick. Do y'all see who he picked? If you could look real quick, Stack, because if I do, I'll be taking off my phone. He sent it in the group.
I'm looking at it right.
Your wifey just said is Beans on vacation again. I said, nah, he had work this time.
I'm at work, man. That's Catholic Memorial Football, stadium and track you see back there.
Shout out to Coach DiBiaso. That's my old Everett High School coach. That coach did.
Get out of here! Get out of here! He's over here.
Yeah, he's still there. That's my old Everett High. Shout out to Coach Dib.
Yeah, that's cool. One of the athletic director is a former NFL player too. I forgot what team he played for. Big brother too, a big dude. He's an offensive lineman. When I find out more about who it is, I'll let y'all know. I met the brother twice in the business here in the store here. I met the dude twice. He came in, but so yeah, there's a brother who's the athletic director over here for CM. And he played football in the national. He played at NFL, man. So he's a cool dude too. So yeah, they got CM, man. They put their money where their mouth is when it comes to athletics. I'm not giving them a plug, but this school back here, they put their money where their mouth is when it comes to athletics, bro. They don't play around.
Yo, don't pick the Saints, Steelers, Texans, Cowboys.
Saints, Steelers, Texas, Cowboys. All right, so we'll go over that with Doe next week. Crook, please drop your best bets real quick. Let's just get this out of here.
Yeah, because I got to roll, man. So look,
I know you do.
I got 2 spread and 1 total. I got 3 best bets. One's gonna be a total, 2's gonna be a spread. My best bet, man, I'm gonna take Arizona +3. I'm taking Baltimore -1. You can even pick them to win. Take them on the money line. You take them to win. I mean, it ain't much of a difference, but Baltimore will win. And then my total of the week, I like the LA Rams under 44 points.
Against who?
Against the 49ers. It might be 43 and a half. Buy the half a point, bring it up to 44. But the Rams and 49ers, that's going to be a low-scoring game. The 49ers are missing Debo. The Rams are missing
49ers missing Debo and CMC.
And CMC. And then the Rams are missing Cooper Kupp and Puka
Nuka, whatever, how you say that dude's name.
You know what I'm saying?
Puka Nakua.
Puka Nakua. There you go. Yo, I hope he stay. I hope that kid could beef up. I hope he could beef up. Yeah, I like that kid. I hope he could beef up and the people in his strength and training coach and strength and conditioning coach get him stronger. He should be able to last a season. The kid's good.
Hey, yo, one more thing before we get off. Shout out to Shohei Ohtani, first player, Stoney, with 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases.
50 club. Hell yeah, man. Shout out to him, man. Me tell you.
And that's a foreign player, right?
Yeah. Shohei Ohtani.
Is that the Japanese? That's the Japanese dude, right?
Yep.
Yo, they knew they was getting that out of him. That's why they paid him that money. Stacks.
Oh yeah.
That's why they paid him that money, Stacks. They knew they was gonna get that out of that dude. He was the number one. He was the number 1 free agent prospect or whatever prospect coming into baseball in the past 2 years.
He didn't even pitch yet. He coming off the Tommy John. When he start pitching, that's gonna be money well spent. Red Sox, take notes. Take notes, Red Sox.
Take notes, Red Sox, because they had their hands on that.
Oh yeah.
They had their hands on that. That's crazy. We pass up on a player like that. That's crazy. That's a good point. Nice throwing that point out there, Stacks, before we head out of here. But before we head out of here, we'll see you guys on Sunday afternoon, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Just look out for the thumbnail and you'll get the actual timing. But we will be back. So thanks for coming through on this live. I am on location. Everybody else is on location except for Stacks, and respect that. Thank you guys. We'll see each other see each other on Sunday.
Shout out to the Milton Panthers. Yo, Stoney, win the first game. You got to shout out the game time.
I didn't get the game time yet, man, because they're gonna tell us.
Y'all still practicing.
They still in practice. They're gonna tell us what time the game is, like on Thursday. I mean on tomorrow. Matter of fact, my bad. We are Thursday. Tomorrow they'll tell us, man. But right. I'll give you guys more information when we talk Sunday. I'll have more info and definitely, man. Good looking out, man.
Yeah, man. And shout out to Sienna for playing that ball.
I'm a basketball guy.
You know that. Shout out to Sienna for putting in that work, man, on that ball court. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. And then to keep these kids motivated and doing it. But if it's something that she's gonna grow and like, Just keep it up with her, man. That'll, you know, just stick with her with it. That's it. You're doing the right thing, taking her to the practices and being there. That's what you're supposed to do.
Shout out to Stoney for doing that. A lot of dads.
Shout out to Stoney. A lot of dads be like, "Yo, your moms will drop you off." Nah, nigga, you know what I mean? I be at my daughter's dances. You know what I mean? I go to her dance, you know, practices, so I know what it is, and that means a lot to them kids when they see you. Trust me.
Let's get off the joint. Stoney keep looking back like my man.
No. He looking back. He's waiting for her to
come back from the jukes.
Yo, that's what it looked like too. That's what it looked like. It looked like he's about to do a juke. He looked like he's about to do a juke, Stoney. But yo, Doe, shout out to Sean Doe. We'll see you on Sunday, my boy. And I'll see y'all on the tube Sunday afternoon. Peace.
Yes, sir.
God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through.